now I'm saying quality is very important, then only your customer will be happy. So by improving quality, how your business is going to be happy? Or in other words, what is going to be the business impact of improving quality? So if I improve quality of my product or service, how do my business get impacted? When I say business, what is the dollar value benefit to my organization? What is the financial benefits that I'm going to bring to my organization? So how will you answer this question? If you're trying to emphasize that we need to implement Lean Six Sigma, by implementing Lean Six Sigma, the quality will improve, then your business leadership will ask, where is the dollar? Show me the dollar here. So for any concept to sell in this world, you need to show the dollar. If you don't show the dollar, however noble the concept is, the concept will not be sellable. So where is the dollar here? By improving quality, how do I bring dollar to the business? So how do you answer this question?
As the quality improves, more and more customer will buy the product.
Okay.
Customer retention.
Customer retention, okay.
Maybe requirements from the customer. Because we cannot sell the same product again and again until and unless we don't enhance, or if you're not improving the quality of the product, I don't think we wouldn't be having a customer base at all.
Okay.
Sir, improving the quality to the satisfaction of the customer. If we go on improving so high that the price of that item will be higher, then it will be of no use. So
okay.
The dollar will not come.
Okay. Fine. So, Mr. Srivastava, I have a question. Let's say I make a pen. Okay. I make a pen for $4 and I decided to sell it for $6. In simple terminology, this $2 is my margin. Am I right? So the cost of producing my pen is $4 and I decided to sell it for $6. Right? Okay. Now, all of us know that today in Indian context, we have pen available for 10 rupee, 5 rupee, even 5 rupee, there is a ballpoint pen available, 10 rupee, 15 rupee. But there is also one more pen called Parker, which we are all willing to pay at least 150 rupees. The basic model of Parker pen for 150 rupees. Am I right, sir?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So where is this WTP coming in the minds of the customer? This is a very important management terminology that we say, that's called a WTP. And what does WTP means? WTP means willingness to pay, right? And more importantly, forget about the price of the pen. When I bought a Parker pen to give to my professor in Indian Statistical Institute, I didn't even do what Joseph Juran told. And I think most of you will agree with me. When you go and buy a Parker pen, do you open it, check it, scribble it, and then you give it for packing? Or you just buy it and then say gift wrap it? And mostly we don't buy costly pens for our own use. We only gift it. So it's even more risky. So if my professor is going to open that pen and if it's not going to write, it's an embarrassment for me. Okay. But even on such a kind of a situation, I am not checking the quality and I am willing to pay. Why? And I'm willing to pay significantly.
Because we rely on Parker.
Parker has created a brand value in the minds of the customer where invariably Parker pen will write and it will be of much good, better quality, so that I'm willing to pay premium. So the WTP in the minds of the customer, WTP is nothing but willingness to pay. Just like that today, some other pen, I don't want to name any brand here, a brand A or brand B cannot say, till yesterday my pen is 15 rupee, from today it will be 150 rupee. And if you go and ask them why 150 rupee, hey, you buy the Parker pen for 150 rupee, why are you questioning me? Then you will say, you did not establish the same brand value that Parker has established. So I will definitely question you. As a customer, this is how I will respond. So the point is very simple. When you want to raise the price of your product, first you have to create WTP in the minds of the customer. WTP is nothing but willingness to pay. Customer willing to pay that premium. And where WTP comes from? WTP comes from giving much better quality. Only quality can create WTP. Why we know this? Willing to go and pay 2 times of price of biryani to that restaurant. That restaurant over a period of time has created WTP in the minds of Vinod. So that is why Vinod is willing to pay 2 times of the price than what the nearby restaurant charges him for a biryani. So the point is, when you improve quality, automatically you will be able to improve your top line. Why? Two things. One, you will be able to communicate value to the customer. By communicating value to the customer, you will be able to create WTP in the minds of the customer, and that will help you to improve your pricing in the market, or your pricing power. You have a power to price your product only if you can communicate value, right? Point number one. And quality plays a very, very important role in communicating that value. Point number two, if your product becomes much better in quality, automatically you will be able to win the market share. So revenue increases based on two things: your ability to sell more and your ability to sell at a better price. And I think you all will agree with me, quality play a very important role in both these things: ability to sell more and ability to sell at a better price. For both these two, quality is a very important lever. Do you all agree with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Okay. What is the next thing that it does? The next thing that it does is, earlier if it took me $4 to make a pen, if I improve my quality, what will happen? My rejections will come down. My internal rework will come down. So internally, my cost of production will not be $4 anymore. By improving quality, my cost of production will also come down to maybe $3, right? So earlier I produced it at $4 and then sold it at $6. Now I will be able to produce it at $3, but still be able to sell it at a much better price. So improvement in quality helps me to improve my top line. Improvement in quality helps me to reduce my bottom line. It have both the impacts, the top line impact as well as the bottom line impact. The third thing that it does is, it helps me to work on the working capital. What is working capital? So if I have a very lean organization, by having a lean organization, I may not require this raw material to be retained for 30 days. I can buy this raw material only 2 days before my production. That is called just in time. So we will see about all the lean features later. But by implementing lean, you will be able to run a leaner organization. So this $3 that you're going to spend, you will have a much better working capital. So there are three benefits that Lean Six Sigma brings, or improvement in quality brings. One, it helps you to reduce cost by working on the bottom line. It helps you to increase revenue by working on top line. It also helps you to work on the working capital by having a leaner organization or a leaner process. So all these three will bring dollar to the business. So by improving quality, where is dollar going to come from? Dollar going to come from cost reduction, dollar going to come from revenue enhancement, and dollar going to come from better working capital management. So these are the financial terminologies to which you should be able to link quality improvement when you are trying to sell this as a concept to your leadership team. So improvement of quality not only going to make my customer feel satisfied, but it's also going to give me internal benefits, the dollar benefit in terms of cost reduction, revenue enhancement, and better working capital management. Any question, friends? Right? You have a top line benefit, you have a bottom line benefit, and you also have a working capital benefit.